been a lot of news lately on the Ultra Miami front, and the lineup actually just dropped this week, which was awesome. A lot of you guys are super excited about it, and a couple of you have asked me what my thoughts are on the festival, and then a couple of you asked me my opinion on the lineup. So I wanted to do like one combo video because I feel like I neglect UMF a lot on my channel, and it's not for any reason in particular. I just don't have any plans to go as of right now, but I definitely want to talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts really quickly on the lineup. I think this was phase one of the lineup. I went to Ultra Miami in 2017, had the best time. I actually started my channel, my first video on my channel was packing for Ultra Miami. So leading up to the festival, I will be covering Ultra more in the future, so if you guys aren't subscribed already, please subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you, and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything coming up. Miami Music Week preparation, pool party preparation, I'll definitely have more info and tips and outfit ideas, that kind of thing coming up. Before we get started, I do want to mention that I am a part of Freedom Ravewear's December campaign, which is super exciting. The fact that they reached out to me and wanted to work with me is awesome, and I still can't believe it's happening. But yeah, if you guys like Freedom Ravewear and you want some money off, I have a code, Kapotes, DEC. I'll put it up here. It's 10% off your whole order only through December. So if you guys need stuff for the new year, we have awesome face gems, kimonos, bandanas, all that fun stuff, guys clothing, girls clothing, all the kind of accessories. Yeah, you can use my code, you get 10% off. It helps me as well. Thank you guys for supporting me and subscribing and being here and using my code. I really appreciate it. So yeah, and thank you guys at Freedom Ravewear for supporting me as well on my channel. But I'm gonna stop blabbing and let's just get into the video. So I have the lineup like right over here that I'm looking at it. So my initial reaction, I mean, there were some like the big people that you always expect to be there who are great. You know, Carl Cox, don't miss him if you're going. I saw him both nights. He played his Mega Structure, was my favorite stage by far. So don't miss Carl Cox. Tiesto is another big one. Zed was there when I went and I saw him. He was really good. Armin van Buuren. Chainsmokers are back, which is awesome. I loved their set. I've watched on YouTube a bunch of times. You got Deadmau5, which a lot of people are really excited about. Elenium, who's one of my absolute favorites. I was pumped to see him on there. Odessa, I feel like all the Odessa people are probably freaking out. Zed's Dead, I know they have a hardcore fan base. I don't know, there's like a nice mix. You've got Good Vibrations, Nightmare Back to Black, Slander, Marshmello. I'm a big Marshmello fan. I love him. I haven't seen him in a while. Rez, the Space Mom is back. Some of these other ones that are in like the smaller print, I'm really excited about, like Cash. I haven't seen them in a long time. Charlotte DeWitt, she's awesome. Cosmic Gate, Jai Wolf, guys, that is gonna be so fun. Go see him. Jeffrey Sartorius, which if you guys don't know, that is Dash Berlin. He was like the main person who represented Dash Berlin, and they had this whole like split. Yeah, that's Dash Berlin. So if you love him and you want to see him again, go see Jeffrey Sartorius. So Keizo, Lost Frequencies, Lost Kings, all good. Nora and Pure, we got some women on this lineup. I'm loving it. Party Favor, so fun. I saw him at Ultra when I was there. He was like up on the hill. One of the most fun sets of the whole weekend. It was such a party. I loved that. Vinny Vici, oh, I love Vinny Vici. I still have yet to see a full Vinny Vici set, but oh my god, that side trance though. This is pretty well rounded. I'd be really excited if you guys already have your tickets. Like, I saw this lineup and I was like, oh my god, why am I not going to Ultra? Don't have the funds right now. It's like not in the cards, guys. I think I've used up almost all my vacation days for next year already. I have charrette parties and EDC Las Vegas and family vacation, so being an adult is hard. Oh, and Martin Garrix. How did I not say Martin Garrix? Hello, he's like the king of Ultra. You gotta go see Martin Garrix. So now I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my thoughts on the actual festival itself. So the biggest news, obviously one of the biggest stories in EDM this year was the venue change. They lost the rights to be in the Bayfront Park, I think is what it was called, which it has always been there. So that was like a huge thing. People were like, what's gonna happen? Where is it gonna be? But they did end up settling on a new location in the historic Virginia Key Beach Park and Miami Marine Stadium, which looks like its own like island. I have questions just like everybody else does. I've only been there once. I've only been to Miami twice in my entire life. My biggest questions are, what will traffic be like? How will that affect transportation to the festival? Because it was really pretty easy to get to Ultra. I was actually surprised by that. I was expecting surge pricing with Ubers, really long wait lines, but I really didn't have a problem getting there in the past. So that's the only thing, is it looks like it's on this island. With getting there is the biggest thing in my mind that's like standing out. Hopefully it's not gonna be like impossible to get Ubers and Lyfts. Maybe they'll have shuttles. I'm not really sure about that yet. I mean, it kind of looked like there would be more room for the stages. One thing I would say is that for me, I'm used to going to like EDC Las Vegas, which is massive, like is on another level, ridiculous. So when I went to Ultra, it wasn't as big as I thought it was gonna be. So I think maybe now they might have more room to make things bigger and more spread out. That's a positive. I did just read something today. I need to follow up on it. I heard that they're retiring the Resistance Spider. So I'll put a picture up here, but if you guys don't know, the Resistance stage is this like giant spider. It's so cool. And the DJ like sits in the top and you all like dance underneath it. I think I just heard that they're retiring that stage. So you know, that'll be a bummer if you never got to experience it, but I'm sure they're gonna be coming up with some new stuff that's probably really, really cool. I said Carl Cox Megastructure was by far my favorite stage. I liked that it was enclosed, the visuals were ridiculous, the lights, the lasers, all of it. It was so loud in there. I just loved that entire atmosphere, the whole lineup in there. Main stage was really, really cool. Like some of the other stages were pretty small. Ultra like worldwide is cool. It's that one that kind of like an arc and you stand underneath it, but like if you're not right underneath it, you're like pouring out onto the sides. My overall experience there, I loved it. That was one of the most fun weekends of 2017. I do have a video on Ultra versus EDC Las Vegas. If you guys are curious at all, I will put a card up in here. Actual experience, I had so much fun that weekend. I think a huge part of it is also Miami Music Week. Like for me personally, if I can't buy tickets to Ultra, I would 1000% recommend just going for Miami Music Week because they've already announced Above and Beyond and Seven Lions are having a show the Thursday night. I literally want to fly there just for that. That's like my dream. That is literally my dream. The two of them together. Can't even imagine. You guys don't know what that is. It's the week leading up to Ultra, and into that weekend they have pool parties, nightclubs, absolutely stacked lineups, and you just party all day and party all night. You do not have to be going to the festival to go to these events. You buy tickets separately. We went to a party on the Sunday. I think it was like Sam Felt and a couple other artists, but we had to leave to go to Ultra, so we only saw a couple people in the beginning, and we were so bummed that we had to leave because some of the bigger artists go on later at night, like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Miami's a really cool city. You've got the beach there, tons of restaurants, bars, really cool vibe. Hotels are cool. I stayed in an Airbnb and had no problem booking that, but I stayed a little bit further up in like South Beach. I was more like mid-North Beach. Is that a thing? I don't know. I'll say definitely buy tickets to things. I personally didn't have any luck with like promoters or anything like that, whereas in like Vegas, you can definitely get into things for free. I couldn't find anything like that. Maybe I'm not cool enough. We went and saw Marshmello the Thursday night at Story, and it was really cool, but there were so many people that showed up there without tickets, and they were trying to get in and the thing was completely sold out, so buy tickets early if you can. Yeah, and then the festival itself, I thought that they had a good amount of like food and drinks. It was hot, it rained, the weather is always like an iffy thing. Bring ponchos in if you can, because it will pour on you and you will be soaking wet. The weather is just like iffy, but it's just like, it's Florida, it rains all the time. I remember being pissed off with the porta potty situation. Like near main stage they did, but in some of the other areas, like there weren't that many bathrooms and we always were waiting on a line. And I just found myself being like, they definitely don't have enough here for the amount of people here. The one negative I would say, I didn't really like the crowd at Ultra. Did not make any friends that weekend, which is really weird because I'm always like meeting people and making new friends. Went with my little, just the two of us, and we just did not really vibe with any of the people, which sucks. There were a lot of really young people who were really fucked up. Very big party kind of atmosphere. I could tell like a lot of college kids. It's also extremely international, which is very cool. Like everybody there is holding flags from where they're from, and they came in for this festival, so like that aspect of it is really cool. Also did have one experience where somebody, I forget what country he was from, he did not speak English that well, and he kept shoving his camera in our face, and we were like, no, like we don't want to be on your camera. Like we don't want any pictures. He didn't even ask us. He just shoved his camera in our face and kept saying like, no, can you leave us alone? And he was like laughing and thought it was really funny, and I was not okay with that, and we just ended up leaving our spot because we were so uncomfortable. So I had an issue with some of the crowd there, but I mean, you never know. That was just 1 year. I'm totally open to going again. It was a really, really fun experience. I highly suggest it. If you guys don't have tickets already, I would buy tickets, especially after this lineup. It sounds awesome. And Miami itself is fun. Now that I'm done talking for 14 minutes, let me know who you guys are most excited for. Leave me some comments down below, like who jumps out to you on this lineup, who do you want to see, because this is only phase 1 of the lineup. Where are you guys staying? What are you doing for Miami Music Week? And please leave me any video requests if you want any video regarding Ultra Miami, like whatever topic you guys want me to cover, just leave me video suggestions down below. I'm happy to do that. And yeah, and you guys can follow me on social media. I'll put my information up here. Feel free to view any of my other rave videos, makeup tutorials. I have links to my playlist down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.